Hey spooky bitches, my name is Michaela and welcome to or back to my YouTube channel, and for today's video I'm going to be talking about some little spooky stories I have from growing up in my parents' house. So before I start, I just want to put out a little disclaimer really quick. So I know that I have a video up about the last apartment I lived in being like haunted. It wasn't really haunted, but it had some weird stuff going on in it. I'm making this video about my parents' house, and then I also have another video I want to make about the apartment I lived in college in Florida being haunted. And I know someone's gonna be like, oh, how convenient, everywhere you've lived has like been haunted. And look, I don't choose the haunted life chose me, okay bitch? No, but seriously though, like I don't know what to say about that. Like I can't control it. In my parents' house, I wouldn't really call it haunted. I know in the video title I'm using the word haunted, but I mean, it's YouTube, sorry, gotta get the clicks somehow, okay? I think a more proper term for my parents' house would be spiritually active. I think it's a better way to describe it, because it's not haunted. I would not classify my parents' house as haunted. Like 90% of the time, maybe even more, like 95% of the time, like everything's cool, chill. But there are just some things that have happened in that house where I'm just like, Just wanted to put that out there. Like, I know a lot of places I've lived have been haunted, spiritually active, whatever, but like it's not up to me. I just move into the place, so I don't know what I'm getting into when I move in, you know? So yeah, today's video is going to be about my parents' house. I grew up in this house. I lived there until I was 18 and went to college, and my parents still live there to this day. So whenever I go back to Arizona, that's where I stay. Over the years, as stuff has happened, I would bring it up to my mom, and she always uses the excuse of, we're the first people that have lived here, like it can't be haunted, which that's not how it works, Mom. You can get a place haunted by bringing in an object that's haunted, or it could be on some kind of burial land, Indian burial ground. And the only reason I'm bringing that up, like I said, my house is not haunted, but all I am gonna say is that I live in this neighborhood right here, and then there's Indian reservation right here. So I'm just saying. The list of things that I'm about to go over, I tried to put them in kind of a general order of when they took place, but I really truly can't remember. My memory is so fucking bad. I think this is... Alright, where was I? These might not be in the exact order that they've taken place over the years, but nonetheless, they happened. So the first thing I want to talk about is my parents' bedroom. We have like I think it's called like a tri-story house, so it's like the first level has the garage, and then there's like a den kind of room, which growing up was like my playroom, and then there's another level where the front steps and front door is, and then there's the living room, dining room, kitchen on that level, and then there's another flight of stairs, and up the stairs is all the bedrooms. The side with my parents' bedroom and like my parents' bedroom in general, I don't know what it is about that room, but like even to this day, not gonna lie, I don't like being in there. I don't know, there's just like a feeling of that room that just, I don't like. I slept with my mom a lot longer than most children do. Not gonna lie, I slept with her until I was like 10, 11 maybe. I would have such a hard time falling asleep in that room because my mom always like, she falls asleep like fucking that. I don't know how the fuck she does it. I would literally just lay there awake, just like terrified. Nothing has ever happened in that room that I know of at least, but it's just like feeling of that room is so heavy and dark, and like I don't like going in there. Like I said, even to this day, if I have to go in there, I literally like run in and run out. Like I don't like going in there by myself. It freaks me out. That's kind of like an overarching thing that has always kind of been there and always happened. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is this thing that happened down in like the little den area. I used to be a horse girl when I was younger. Don't act too surprised, I know. And I had this like horse, statue's not the word for it, but it's like one of those like horses that are like 3-4 feet tall, and like you can sit on it and stuff like that. I used to have one of those. And on the ears, if you clicked one ear, it sang a song, and if you clicked the other ear, it would make like horse noises, you know? One of the ears stopped working. I don't remember, I want to say it was the one that sang that stopped working. And like no matter what we did, we would click it, we would like smack it. We could never get this thing to like go off. It just kind of like short circuited, because I had this thing for years, bitch. It just stopped working. But every once in a while, no one would be in that room, or if someone was in the room, no one would be near it. The song would just start going off on its own, and we could never get it to go off by touching the ear or like smacking. Like we would try everything we could to make this thing go off, and we could never get it to do it. but it would just go off on its own. We would be like upstairs in the living room at night, like watching TV, and then all of a sudden we would hear the song start coming off from like the horse down there. Like, I mean, yeah, I guess that could be explained as like just like a short circuit thing, but still, it was weird how we could never get it to go off. Anytime we tried, like, it just, I don't know. Another thing that happened down in the playroom area was one night I fell asleep on the couch down there for some reason. I don't know why, but I just wanted to sleep down there, so I fucking slept down there. And I woke up some hour in the morning where it was still dark outside, and from where I was laying on the couch over this way there was a doorway to the laundry room, the garage, the bathroom downstairs. And so I opened my eyes and I'm like just kind of like turned that way, and in the doorway I see this little girl standing there, and I literally saw her for like a split second, but I so vividly remember what she fucking looked like. She was a little girl, she had blonde hair, and she had like this blue kind of like doll dress. Is that the style? I'll put a picture. She had like a blue little like poofy little dress on, and she was just standing there in the doorway, and then like I said, she was gone. And I was telling myself, you know, like, oh no, it's fine. I was sleeping, I was dreaming. Nothing, right? But then I don't know how recently it was after this happened, but my friend Talia, who if you've seen the Jerome videos, you know who she is. She's able to like see ghosts and spirits and stuff. We were hanging out one day and I just like mentioned seeing something. I didn't give her any details, bitch. I literally was just like, oh yeah, I was sleeping down in the playroom and I woke up and I thought I saw a little girl for a split second, like haha, how weird. And this bitch, she goes, oh, like, did she like this high, have blonde hair, wear like a blue dress? And I was just like, yeah. So along with that story, another story that involves Talia seeing shit, I had come downstairs one morning and my mom and my grandma were in the kitchen talking, and my grandma lived with us my whole life. She lived with my parents before I was born, and she lived with us until she passed away. And her bedroom was directly next to my bedroom. Just keep that in mind. Okay, so I come downstairs and they're talking. I'm just doing whatever, not really paying attention, until my grandma goes, the man in the trench coat visited me again last night. I'm sorry, what? My mom's like, oh, really? Like, oh, yeah, like, what a crazy dream, whatever. And I was just like, again? This is a reoccurring thing? What? As you can imagine, later on, Talia mentioned she saw a man in a trench coat standing at the top of my stairs one night. So, I don't know who the hell he is, Mr. Trenchcoat Man, but he apparently likes it upstairs in my home. So this next instance took place over the summer one year. I have family in Texas that used to come visit us like every summer because one of my cousins is younger and stuff, and so they would always come out and stay for like a week. And there was one time where, I don't know where everyone was, but they were all somewhere together, and I think I had work or something, so I was at home by myself, and I was in my bedroom, and I hear a little girl laugh from like downstairs, and I was like, oh, they probably came home and I just didn't hear them, whatever. I get up, go downstairs to like talk to everyone, and no one's there. No one's there. I look outside to see if their cars are outside. No cars are in the driveway except for my car. I have never left my house so fast before in my life. I heard it clear as day. Clear as fucking day. I heard a little girl laugh, bitch. These two I actually had on my YouTube channel. I still have the videos. They're just unlisted because when I did this whole channel revamp, I just kind of went back and took off all the videos I wasn't really like super happy with, which is pretty much all of them. And there's two videos. One of them happened before my grandma passed away. I was in my bedroom. I was doing like an everyday makeup look, like whatever. I caught something on the audio and it says like, what? Like something like that, and I'll play it for you here. I'll like go download the video or whatever. When I first heard that, I was not home alone at that time. My mom and my cousin were there, I believe, but that does not sound like either of them, and I even like showed it to them and they were like, yeah, no, like that wasn't us. There's that video I caught, and then another video after my grandma passed away. I was actually filming in her bedroom because her bedroom just had more space and like had more light and stuff. I was filming in there. Again, it was a makeup video, and I caught two things in that video. First, I caught some kind of weird screeching noise, which it's not too settling to have a screeching noise. And then I also caught the door jiggling, like someone came up and shook it. which that one scared me, and you can like see in the video, it kind of freaked me out a little bit. But it's pigmented. It's a little like off the shoulder thing. Then I have this little, whoop, what was that? Y'all heard that, right? That's kind of the first physical thing that happened. The door is shaking, but it's not the only physical thing that has happened. Going back downstairs to the little den area, I mentioned there's a bathroom down there. And the sink in that bathroom would turn on by itself. Now, it wouldn't turn completely on all the way, but it would turn on like enough to where it would be a constant flow. It was just very weak. Okay, so I don't know if that made sense. And also, I'm just gonna show you kind of what I meant really quick. So it had a different like knob thing, which I explained after this clip, but I just wanted to show you what I meant by like the flow. So it was kind of like that, like very, very minimal, just, yeah. And this sink wasn't it's not like the sinks where you turn them like this. It was like a little ball and you have to lift it up. I'm not a plumber. I don't know how that stuff works, but as far as I'm aware, there's no way for that to do that by itself, because like it would be put up, like we would have to push it back down. If anyone's a plumber out there and knows why that would happen, please let me know, because I would love to love to know the explanation behind that one. So the last story I have from my parents' house is one of the more freakier ones for me. I believe this is when I was still in college and I was back for Christmas break. I was asleep, but I was kind of in that state where you're starting to wake up, so you're kind of aware of what's happening, but you're not fully awake yet. So my bed's right here, and then my TV's on the wall right here, and the walkway between my bed and my TV is literally like this much space. Like it's a very cramped bedroom. So I was like I said, in that like half awake, half asleep state. And I always sleep with my TV on. I like having noise when I sleep, so I leave the TV on. And I hear and I like feel, because you know how like when you're a certain distance from someone, you could just like feel that there's someone there even if your eyes are closed. I hear someone come in and like hear them and feel them walk up next to me, turn the TV off. I hear the TV click and turn off, and then the person leaves the room and it's gone. A little bit of time passes. I finally wake up. TV is off. And I'm like, okay, my mom probably woke up, saw the TV was still on, came in and turned it off, whatever. I go downstairs and I'm like, oh, like, yeah, I started waking up around the time you came in and turned my TV off. And she's like, I didn't come in and turn your TV off. And I'm like, I'm like, oh, like, is dad up? Did he turn the TV off? And she's like, no, he's still sleeping. Okay, so who turned the TV off then? Like, Mr. Trenchcoat Man, was that you again? That one freaks me out the most because, like I said, I felt someone there. I know this probably seems like a lot of stuff, because I know at the beginning I said, like, I don't think it's haunted because not that much stuff happens. And I know this probably seems like a lot, but you have to keep in mind, this has taken place over a span of like probably 10 years, 12 years. So a lot of these were spaced out and not happening at the same time. Those are the last things that have happened there. Like I said, I don't live there anymore. I go there maybe once or twice a year. I really want to, I'm not going to. Mom, if you ever see this video, I promise you I will never do this. I really want to do like a Ouija board there, just because I'm curious. I'm really curious, but my mom would fucking murder me if I ever did that. I want to know, like, the fucking trench coat, man. What the fuck is that all about? I want to know what that's about. I want to know what the little girl's about. I would not do that to my parents, specifically my mom. I don't think my dad, I don't know. I mean, I think he believes in it, but I don't think he, like, cares enough. The mystery of the trench coat man and little girl will remain unsolved for now. That is all I have for this video. If you liked it, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And if you really liked it, then subscribe below if you have not already. If you want to keep up with me between uploads, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Mitchie. And I made a TikTok. I never thought those words would come out of my mouth, but listen, this quarantine is doing things to me, okay? I made a TikTok. It's also Mitchie. Follow me there if you want to. My next video, I'm going to be making a video about me like reacting to different like paranormal scary TikToks. So stay tuned for that, I guess. I hope you guys like this video, and remember to stay spooky, friends. Bye.